Hello, full time at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 3, Valencia 1, and how crucial it could be that they got that third goal so late on. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang adding it just to give us that bit of a cushion heading into the second leg. It's so funny, you see Arsenal fans online saying, well, is it going to be enough? I think fans of any other team would be pretty happy with a 3-1 advantage from the first game. I think we've become so suspicious of our team's capacity to collapse, so suspicious of our team's ability on the road that in some respects we're sort of not really capable of taking a good result for what it is. That was a good result tonight against a decent Valencia team. Look, this is an Arsenal team who couldn't beat Palace, who couldn't beat Wolves, who couldn't beat Leicester, who lost to all those teams. So I think there was a real question mark heading into the game over whether or not we would beat Valencia tonight, especially when we fell behind early on. So to turn it round, to run out winners, and to run out winners by a 2-goal margin, it's definitely a good result. I'm not sure it was a brilliant performance. I think we were reliant on our strikers, but ultimately we do have the best strikers probably left in this competition, and that could be massive. These are guys who can make the difference, and they did tonight. They combined brilliantly, I thought, on our first goal. Aubameyang creating that for Lacazette. I thought Aubameyang, it's often said, he doesn't have much all-round game, he's a pure finisher. I thought tonight was an all-round game for Aubameyang. He chased back, he worked the channels, he created, and he scored as well. So a really positive performance for him. Lacazette, we know in the big games he can step up. He did it in this game. He scored the opener, scored the header too. I thought the keeper Neto probably should have kept it out, but he didn't. To be fair to Neto, he made up for that in the second half with a couple of brilliant saves. And I know we had other chances to score. They principally fell to Lacazette. The header, he should absolutely score. Doesn't really make contact. I think maybe he's anticipating a touch from the centre half. And of course the other one I think is a brilliant... There's two really. There's the deflected shot in the build-up to the third goal. Great save Neto. And the one where Neto saves with his foot. I think those are really good saves, and what I would say as well is, yes, we missed chances, but so did Valencia. Garay probably missed the best chance of the game when at 0-0, and Chet was forced to make a very decent stop, wasn't he, too? So I think the missed chances kind of even each other out, and at 2-1, it seemed like Valencia were happy to sort of sit on that, take that back to the Mestalla. Emery couldn't really gamble. He didn't go to a back four. He kept the shape the same. It was like-for-like changes. But the pressure did sort of rank up over time. I thought the introduction of Mkhitaryan worked very well. I thought he had a good cameo. Kolasinac had got in plenty of times down the left, but hadn't had that final ball, hadn't had that end product. He looked knackered, to be honest, for much of the second half, so I didn't believe he was going to pull out the cross that he did, but it was a great cross, and the concentration from Aubameyang is brilliant because Torreira gets fouled in the box, or at least gets brought down. He could have appealed, but his eye is firmly on the ball, and his movement is excellent as well. He goes towards the near post, then the far, and it's that classic sort of volley into the ground, almost Ozil-esque. He tried it in the first half too, didn't come off, but this time it did. 25 goals for the season for him. I think it's 25 goals in each of the last 5 seasons for him. His record is just fantastic. And look, this is a win we badly needed. We have been in really poor form, as we all know, particularly domestically. I think this result will do wonders for the team's confidence. I think it will help us hopefully record a positive result against Brighton on Sunday. I think there will have to be some players rested. Laurent Koscielny was withdrawn eventually for Nacho Monreal, but he looked to be out on his feet from quite early in the game. I think we should wrap him in cotton wool, keep him for the second leg of Valencia. We can bring Monreal in instead. I don't think that should be a problem. I wonder if one of the strikers might get a rest. We'll see. We'll see what Emery decides to do, but he's given himself a real platform here to get to a final. It looks like Chelsea are in a strong position. They drew 1-1 away in their away leg. You'd have to fancy them to make it to Baku. You have to fancy us too. I know we have our struggles in the road, but we've really put ourselves on a good footing here. We could have a cup final ahead of us against Chelsea with Champions League football on the line. I can't say that's an enjoyable prospect, but it would keep things interesting, wouldn't it? That's for sure. Well done, Socrates. I thought he made some good interventions at the back. I thought Koscielny did very well, in spite of the sort of physical problems he was suffering. Xhaka got better, started really badly. I think he was tasked with playing a little bit more advanced, playing more forward balls. Lovely cross for Lacazette's header. But yeah, I think it's all about the strikers. I think Lacazette and Aubameyang really delivered tonight, and we're going to need them to do that more between now and the end of the season if we're going to achieve our goals. But I'll leave it there for now. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do one of these on Sunday because I'm away. We'll see. Fingers crossed we get another good result against Brighton. Cheers. Bye-bye.